So in this video, I'm gonna tell you one of the uncomfortable truths that your boss is not gonna tell you. So, when you start in a job, or you might even have been there for a long time, and your boss is gonna tell you like, well, this is great, John, this is the career ladder, and we all gotta climb this career ladder. And someday you too can be manager. You too can be program manager, John. Look at me, I'm the program manager, and things are great. And that's what a good boss is gonna tell you. And I support that. That's what a good boss is supposed to tell you. What else is he supposed to tell you? That well, the company can go under, like the company can go bankrupt. you know, and well, the owner is maximizing his own profits. Is that what a good boss is gonna tell you? No, because he ain't. That's not what he's supposed to tell you. Like these are the kind of stuff you gotta discover for yourself, right? Right. And that's the tricky part about full-time employment, man. And so there's all this class of things that it takes the hard knocks and going through it, and experiencing and seeing things in the corporate environment, and kind of really coming to understand how the economics and the physics of the workplace really works. And so there are a lot of uncomfortable truths that your boss is never gonna tell you, and you can't really blame your boss all this time. Like I said, some of these things, it would be it would be counter effective for your boss to actually tell you or to broach these subjects in a team meeting, because it just demotivates everybody. And everybody, like if the boss at your company were to come out and say to all the kind of the lowest paid employees, like, this minimum wage is way too low. Like that just demotivates everybody. So that's not the way to lead, right? He's gotta come out and say, hey, if we work hard, even our lowest paid guys, team members, you work hard in that 12 months, there's always room to grow. You can always climb the ladder. So there are things that a boss ain't supposed to say. Because if you say it, even if it's true, it can people can quit, right? People start quitting left, right, and center, and the company actually performs worse. So it's not his role to say that. But just because he can't say it doesn't mean certain things are not true. So you gotta be aware of those uncomfortable hidden truths that can't be said in the workplace. And one of these that is of particular importance to your financial future, to everybody's financial future, is that the only security you might have in the long term is actually in a side hustle or some kind of business that you control. Like they're not gonna tell, the boss ain't gonna tell you that. If you mention you've been doing a side hustle, trying drop shipping, or I've been trying to do an info product, I've been trying to do software, to build a software on the side, like your boss is probably just gonna laugh at that and be like, "Ha, John, what do you think that's gonna stop doing that stuff? Yeah, you need more work. Here, work on this." And they're probably just gonna laugh off whatever you are doing, but they won't tell you that that side hustle that you're doing, that's so small that it's laughable, that's so uh, smoke and mirrors and nonsense and will never go anywhere. That might be the only security you actually have in terms of financial security for the long run, because that at least is something that you own. It might not be making any money, it might not be making any revenue, but at least it's something you own. It's something you're always gonna have. As long as you stick with it, it's yours. With a job, it's not yours. Even if you want to stick with it, even if you're hardworking, even if you're committed, even if you're all in, all it takes is uh, for some idiot to wake up one morning and say, "Oh, John is cut," and say, we ain't working with John anymore. John is off the team, right? Like Even if you've been employee of the month for 12 months straight, you can still be out on a limb. So this is something you want to know, guys. This is one of the uncomfortable secrets, one of the uncomfortable truths that your boss is not gonna tell you, but it concerns your financial future, your financial well-being, the well-being of your entire family. It's something you need to know. And you kind of need to act in alignment with that. Like if you haven't started a side hustle, I would start one like yesterday, like literally yesterday, because at least it's something you, even if you didn't make any money for the next 12 months, but maybe on month 13 you it starts making money, and you start getting something that's eventually gonna replace your full-time job. So this is something to be aware of. I hope you are aware of this and you get to know this and you get to prepare yourself, because in this world anything can happen. So that's what I have for you. And if you need some extra resources to help you with your side hustle journey, check out some of my free resources. The links will be in the description.